some large data, real-time data. Let us take some real-time data and let us do that one also. Okay. Now, what are in the pandas we are doing now? So pandas 2D. Now, as I've told you, pandas 2D is only more important than anything else. For understanding the pandas 2D only, we have learned so many things. Now, I have explained for you the creation part, and I also have explained for you the how to extract the part. Last day in the last class, we have completed even the extraction part. Now, what is the balance was left is replacement part. And along with the replacement part, we are also having the balance is add, delete and everything. So here, just we are going to extraction part. Already we have discussed the how to extract the data, and how to extract based on the condition, and how to extract the data based on the multiple conditions, as this is more important. Now, everyone in the last class, uh, you have taken this data set, right? I asked everyone to create one data set. As an example, we have created this data set. Now, what are the data set we have created here? And in the last class, we have discussed how to extract the data and everything. Now, I want to extract the data by using the lock or ilock. We have discussed everything. Now, what is the pending was difference in the extract is how to extract the data based on the condition. How to extract the data based on the condition. Or second is how to extract. In the extract only one more point is left. Within the extract only one more is also left. What is that means? How to extract a single column, with all the rows. How to extract a single column. Extract a single column with all rows. If you want to include all the rows, how to extract the single column with all the rows means here we are going to use the df.lock. Inside the lock for all the rows we are using the colon, comma, and whichever the column we are interested. For example, I am interested in the salary column. What is the index number of salary column is 0, 1, 2. So here I am going to write the 2. This is the 2. And I am going to get the output. That is the salary column will be extracted. This is one way. What is the second way to extract the single column? By using the lock. Inside the lock, I'm going to use the all the rows. And what is the column name? What is the column name, guys? Here, salary. So we are going to use the salary. So only difference here is we are going to write the number. Here we are going to write the name. That is column name. What are the salary column name is there? We are going to write the salary. And it is also extracted. Fine. Yesterday we already completed this one. Additional special is there. What is the additional special is? We can simply write the salary column like this. This also will be extracted the same output. So this option is applicable only when you are working with all the rows. A single column with all the rows only, this logic is applicable. For example, when you are working with the instead of single row, you want a selected rows, then this logic is not applicable. In that case, we have to go with the lock or ilock only. This logic is not applicable. This logic is applicable only when you are having the all the rows. A single column with all the rows. Similarly, how to extract the multiple columns? What are the multiple columns are there now? How to extract multiple columns with all rows? This logic is applicable only with all rows, guys. Sir, for example, not all rows, sir. First row, second row, or fourth row, or something. Then automatically you have to use the ilock or lock only. In that case, ilock or lock. Now, whenever it is columns with all the rows, a single column with all the rows, or multiple columns with all the rows also, this is fine. Now, for example, you want the multiple columns with all the rows. Okay, in that case, okay, how to select the multiple columns means you are going to write the multiple column names. What are the list of multiple column names are there? For example, in my case, I want the age and salary. These are the two columns I required. So I'm going to get the age column, comma, salary column. Two columns I'm going to get like this. So this is applicable for all the rows. Sir, I want a second row, I want fourth row, I want fifth row, miss. Automatically you have to go with the lock or ilock. Selected rows miss lock or ilock. All the rows only shortcut is available with this. For a single column, for the multiple columns. Point is clear? Yes or no? Everyone? Sir, can't we do with the alloc or iloc, miss? Even that one also. This one is applicable, this is applicable. At the same time, one more is also applicable, shortcut. This is also applicable. Okay. So this is applicable only when you are working with a single column or multiple columns with all the rows. Selected rows means automatically you have to go with the lock or iloc. Clear, guys? Next, coming to the next one. So here I want to extract the data based on the condition. What is the condition means? Wherever the age of the person is greater than 30. So now df of age greater than 30. First tell me what is meant by df of age. Okay. So now here it is going to take the complete age column. Age means that is nothing but 30, 32, 30, 31, 29, 40. df of age means this is the output. Now greater than 30. Greater than 30 means 30 is greater than 30. False. 32 is greater than 30. True. 30 is greater than 30. False. 31 is greater than 30. True. 29 is greater than 30. False. 40 is greater than 30. True. So what is the output you are going to get? False, true, false, true, false, true. Like this you are going to get the output. But my requirement is wherever it is satisfying the condition. So within the DF, wherever the age is greater than 30, those records has to be separated. So like this, I'm going to separate the data where the records satisfy. So within this, wherever the condition is true, first inner code will be executed. So what is the inner code? That is df of age is greater than 30. df of age is greater than 30. For which one you got the true? B. The index name of B, index name of D, and index name of F. For these three index names, you got the output as true. So now which are the rows will be selected, miss? Only the B row, D row, and F row. These rows will be separated. Is the point is clear? So which are the rows are true, only those rows are separated. Sir, for example, I want to write the condition like this, sir. Either the age should be greater than 30 or salary should be greater than 50. Anything is fine. Out of these two, anything is fine. First condition. What is the condition one? Age. Age is greater than 30. This is condition one. What is the second condition? Salary. Salary is, what are the salary we are having? The salary is greater than 50,000. Either of these two, any one. Now you want to apply the logical or logical AND. Which one? Or operator. I told you the condition is either the age should be greater than 30 or salary should be greater than 50,000. Okay, either the age should be greater than 30 or salary should be greater than 50,000. This is my requirement. Now when I ask this question, okay, so here I'm writing the question. Age is greater than 30 or salary should be greater than 50,000. Out of these two, any one. Now first, I'm going to write the condition one. The condition one should be in the parenthesis. Second condition also should be in the parenthesis. Like this, the two conditions should be in the separate parenthesis. And here, I want the or. Or means what? Logical or. That is nothing but this one. That is logical or. Now here, what happens when I have written like that? First, it will take the DF. In the DF, wherever the condition is greater than 30, whether this is greater than 30? No, false. What is about this one? Salary, greater than 50,000? True. False or true? What is meant by false or true? Overall output is true. So, this is true. Next, what about this one? This is true. This is also true. True or true? True. 30. False. This is true. False or true? True. Again, this one. True. And this is also true. This is also greater than 50,000. True. This is false. This is true. So, answer is true. And this one is true or this is false. So, what is the output? True. So since all the records are satisfying my condition, so you're going to get the all the records true, 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 true. For example, instead of this one, I have given like this. Wherever the salary is greater than 1 lakh. This is the requirement. Now first it is going to observe here. What is the salary here? 1 lakh. False or false? Because I have not given the greater than or equal to. Only greater than 1 lakh. So false or false. What is false or false means? Output is false. Okay, true or true. What is the output? True. This one is more than 1 lakh. So this is also true. False or true. False or true means what? True. Next, this is more than 50,000. True. Next, this is also salary more than 50,000. True. What about this one? False. True or false is again true. Now, what is the output you are going to get other than first record? Remaining all of them are trues. So you are going to get the only the first record as false. Now, if you observe here, sorry, this is also false now. This is also false. False. Okay. So false or false, which is false. So here also you are going to get the one more false. And wherever the condition satisfies out of these two, it is going to give the output. Now, I don't want true or false. What I require? Data. I want to separate the data. Data which satisfies. I want the data which satisfies the requirement. Which satisfy the either age is greater than 30 or salary is greater than this. So to extract the data, DF of bracket. Is that clear now? Everyone understood? The logic is clear? Yes or no? How many of you are not clear? Right? So here, first you write the condition, guys. After writing the condition, this condition you have to bring inside this one. That is a syntax. If the condition is single condition means simply you are going to write like this. The syntax for single condition. Single condition you are going to write like this. So syntax, what is a syntax for single condition? Based on the single condition to get the data, this is the syntax. Now, whenever you are working with the multi conditions, so when you are working with the multiple conditions, what is the syntax? Syntax for multiple conditions. When you are going to work with the multiple conditions, in the bracket, you have to write the condition 1. Within the parenthesis, you have to write the condition 1. And you can use the either or and, whichever you are interested, you can write. And condition 2 like this. So multiple conditions you can write one by one, each and every condition within the DF of bracket. Okay, is the point is clear? If you want the two conditions either or, then you are going to use this one. If you want the both the conditions satisfy, that one and this one, both of them has to be satisfied means in that case you have to write in between and this one. So like this, you are going to write the conditions. Is that clear, guys? Condition 1 and condition 2. Like that you can use for logical or for logical and. Like that you can use the multiple conditions. That is a syntax. Okay, first decide the condition. Sir, I want wherever the person name is equal to SRK, person name. I want the person name is equal to SRK. That is the condition. Okay. For condition 1, what we are first how to write that one? Name is equal to SRK. How to write? DF of name. The column name is name. And inside that we are going to write the SRK. Like this we are going to write. This is the condition. If you write the condition, you will get either the output as true or false because comparison operator will give the output as true or false. But I don't want the true or false. I want the data. To get the data, what we have to write? DF of bracket. DF of bracket. this bracket, always this bracket indicates you are extracting something. After writing the variable name and then if you are writing this one, you are extracting something. Now here what I'm extracting, wherever the output is SRK, that record I'm extracting. Is the point is clear? Now for logical AND operator, this is for logical OR. For logical OR operator, we are going to use the symbol this one. For logical AND operator, for what are the logical AND operator is there? This one. And if you are having the NOT operator, for NOT operator, we are going to use the symbol called as NOT. For example, I want to get the other than SRK, other than SRK. So for that, what I'm going to write? One, df of name. What are the df of name? Not equal to SRK. This is one way. Second way is df of name equal to SRK, other than this means not. In the starting, I'm adding the not. Now see here, whenever I write the not equal to SRK, so whichever the records are not equal to SRK, it is going to give the true. So now, are you having the data frame with you in the notes, everyone? Everyone has written the notes in this. This is the data set. I asked everyone to write these notes in the notes. Now here, tell me which are not equal to SRK. This is not equal to SRK, true. Not equal to SRK, true. Not equal to SRK, true. This is equal to SRK, false. Not equal to SRK, true. Not equal to SRK, true. So that is the reason you are going to get like this. This is what? Not. So wherever this is true, this will give the opposite to that, and you are going to get the same answer. Only difference is whenever you are using the logical operator, you have to add the bracket. Whenever you are using the logical operator, either logical or logical AND or logical NOT. For all these things, we have to use the parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis only, we have to write the condition. Now, I want to separate the data. For separating the data, df of bracket. Obviously, df of bracket will be separated. Wherever the records are not equal to SRK, those records are separated. Even this one also will give the same output. This one also will give the same output. Points are clear, everyone? Logical NOT we are going to write by using this one. This is for logical NOT. Yes or no? Separated means extracted. Data was separated. I'm saying separated means data. Data separation. Data separation, data extraction, data selection. Three of them are same. Okay, filtering the data, or separating the data, or extracting the data, or selecting the data. Four of them are same meaning. For you're filtering the data, filtering means based on some condition, you are filtering that. The entire, you are not considering the entire data. Instead of considering the entire data, you are considering the part of the data. You are separating the data, or you are extracting the data, or you are selecting the data. Everything is same. Is the point is clear, guys? Done. So now, how to select the single column is, we are going to select the single column by using this one. How to select the multiple columns is this one. This is very simple to select the entire column with all the rows. Whenever, sir, instead of entire column, now for example, rows with all the columns, any shortcut is there for with the rows with all the columns means? Yes, we are having the shortcut even for a single row with all columns. With a single row with all columns, what is the shortcut we are having is df.ilog of. For example, we are going to set the row number called as 1. Let's assume the row number 1. For all the columns, generally what we'll use? This one we are going to use for all the columns, right? Generally. Now, instead of using this one, shortcut for this one is no need to even use this one. If you don't write also, by default, it will take all the columns. Point is clear? So to extract a single row with all the columns, this is the shortcut. Everyone is clear, guys? Now in the note, make a notes like this. Everyone. To extract a single row with all columns. For that code, what is the code for this, miss? df.iloc, and inside that you have to write the row index number. What are the index number is there? Write the row index number. Row index number. Row index number. That's it. Simple. Or simply, second option for this is to extract a single row. Second option is by using the lock, write the row index name. Out of these two, one. Okay. Similarly, if you want to extract multiple rows with all the columns, multiple rows with all the columns, then go with the slicing or list. What are the slicing is there now? Apply the slicing. Here also, same to same, as it is. There will be no difference. Or list. So after the comma, you no need to keep the colon. After the comma, no need to keep the colon. That is the advantage. Or list. List of row numbers. Okay, no need to keep the comma, no need to keep the colon. Right? So when you want a single column with all the rows, a single column with all the rows, a column with all rows, then in that case, you are going to write the, what are the column name is there? Write the column name. Simply write this. What are the column name you are interested? Select the column name. Simple. When you want the multiple columns, what are the multiple columns are there? When you want the multiple columns with all the rows, in that case, you have to use the list of column names, bracket. In the bracket, what are the column 1, column 2, like this, column 1, column 2, column 3, and so on. How many columns you are interested? Write them in the sequential order. Is the points are clear? Here we are having the different options are there. You have to think the question. According to the given question, you can apply the logics. Now, when you are having the selected rows or selected columns, when you are going with the selected rows, automatically you have to use the df.iloc. Selected rows with the selected columns, In that case, 100% you have to use the df. What are the df is there? df.iloc. Inside that iloc, center comma, left side rows related to rows, after the comma related to columns. When what are the selected rows are there? You have to use the selected rows here. Selected rows. And here you are going to write the selected columns. What are the selected columns are there? That one. Selected columns. So like this, you are going to work with the selected rows and selected columns. In that case only, both of them are required. Otherwise, not required. Everyone is clear? Yes or no? Yes. Only difference between iLock versus lock. This is one of the interview question, guys. What is the difference between the iLock versus lock? iLock versus lock difference is nothing but one is based on the index number, one is based on the index name. Right? Try with different examples. Simply writing what I have written on the board. Instead of that, after the class, take some examples, random examples. Here only, for example, you are only having one small data now. This data is available. For this, I want this row, this row, this row. What to do? I want this column, this column, this column. What to do? Like that, you think the questions in your mind. And as per your question, you can create. That only we call it as practice. Of course, I'm going to share you the some task questions today. Once the pandas is going to be completed today, I'm going to share. Sir, yesterday you have not shared the pandas question. Miss, I have not shared because in that again the questions, some of the topics will be not covered. Again, you'll ask me the question. This was not covered, that was not covered, this one, that one. So once I complete the entire topic related to pandas, if I upload, I have not created the task based on the class wise because I also don't know now. In this 1.5 hours, I'll explain only up to here. Half part one will be completed. Up to this topic will be completed. I also don't know now to create in that way. I have not created the task based on the class wise. Session to session, I have not created the task. I have created this task for the topic wise. For the NumPy, I have created the task. For the pandas, I have created the task. If the pandas take 3 or 4 classes, in the first session for that only separately task, for the second session, what is the task? I have not created in that way. The tasks are not available with me like that. Now, if I share the pandas tasks to you, entire task, in that what are the topics I have not covered till today and which are the topics I am going to cover tomorrow also, it will also be included because it is based on the entire pandas now. Point is clear? Yes. Of course. Now, see, every student in this class are not the same. Like in the pandas, how we are having the multiple options now. In this class, variety of students will be there. One student want this one student want that one student doesn't want even pandas also. Directly ML only he wants. One student doesn't want even ML also. Directly agent decay only. Tomorrow only he wants the job. So different students pattern will be there. But here I cannot consider the individual student's requirement. Point is clear? I cannot consider the individual student's requirement. So based on the overall wise, I have created the task. Now, for example, sir, today's topic was completed. Now for today's topic, I want to practice, sir, something I want to do. But you are not sharing the task because as you tell, as you are saying that after the pandas only and the task will be shared. But today I want to practice. What I have to do? You are having one data set. You don't know how to write a question like this. Extract only the column, this one. How to extract single row. That too only this. Can't you write the question like that? I want only the first row. Write the question. Question 2. How to get the this row, this row, this row, this row. First 4 rows. How to get first 4 rows. That is the question. Next, question 3. Now I want in terms of like this. This is the row and this is the row and this is the row. What is the question? What is the answer? Can't you write the questions like that? And can't you write the answers later? First question followed by answer. Question followed by answer. Is the point is clear, guys? Understood? So make sure that you are creating the questions. And in the companies, this is most important. Okay, that is most important. In the company, they will not train you like a spoon feeding. They'll not tell that, okay, open this one, click on this one, it will open this one. They'll not say like this. So you have to frame the questions and you have to think of that and you have to create something new. Points are clear, guys? Done. Now this is extract part. As I've told you how to extract based on the conditions also, right? Now, after that, data manipulation. Now tell me how to do the data manipulation. That is, extract part was completed. After extract, as I've told you, we are going to do the data manipulation. Now for doing the data manipulation, this is my DF. Again, I request if any of the student has not written till now, please write the data set first in the notes. Okay, after writing this data set in the notes, then you'll understand my question. Okay, write this data set in the notes. Now here I'm going to write the question like this. See, question is, I'm writing the question first. Later I'll write the answer. Question is, I want to replace the Pawan age of 29 to 32 or 34. Pawan age I want to replace with 34. What is the code? Pawan age I want to replace from 29 to 34. What is the code of this? Sir, Pawan, where the Pawan is there? E. The index name is E. The age is this one. So how to extract first this one? I told Pawan age. Pawan age means automatical Pawan is in the E na. So I'm going to use the df.log. Inside the log, what is the row name? E is the row name. Name wise I have to write na log. And what is the column? Age. Age is this. So I'm going to get the value called as 29 and this value has to be replaced with the, how to replace this value? I want to replace this value with the 34 and I'm going to bring the df. So now this value was replaced with the 34. Now the question is, sir, this is a small data and we can see the Pawan index name is E. For the large data, for example, 10,000 records are there. In the 10,000 records, how to identify the first Pawan? Means, just now I told you na, condition. What is the condition? Wherever the name of the person, whatever the name of the person is there, if name of the person is equal to Pawan, first you are going to write the condition like this. Now, whichever the record satisfies this condition, that record only will be separated. Now, that record index name, can you see? Age also you can see na. I ask it Pawan name na. Pawan name is how to extract first Pawan. I already told you. And here you automatically you can see the index name. Index name is visible for you. You don't know index number. To get the index number, we have to count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this manually one by one. But here now, I know it to count now. Index name is directly available now. Index name is available, at the same time column name is also available. So both of them you use and you extract the data and replace the data. Simple. Is the point is clear? Everyone understood? Sir, for example, multiple Pawans are there. Instead of one Pawan, multiple Pawans are available. Now what will be the case means? So whichever the Pawan, for each individual Pawan, the index number or index name will be different, right? Though 100 Pawans are there also, your required Pawan will be different now. Sir, how to know my required Pawan, sir? How you are going to identify? Based on two conditions. What are the conditions? First condition is df of name of the person is Pawan at the same time, and you are going to write his phone number or any other column. For example, here this is Pawan. Okay, this is Pawan, this is Pawan. This is also Pawan. Three Pawans are there. Now tell me how to extract this Pawan only. I want to replace only this Pawan means obviously I have to choose any other column also now. If in this class 3 Pawans are there in front of me, how to identify another my required Pawan means I have to use the surname. If surname is also same, roll number cannot be the same now. Roll number or phone number or something. A column which has all the unique values, that particular column I am going to select. A column which has repeated values, I'm not going to use. There will be some other column which is having the non-repeated values. Sir, but here there is no column with the non-repeated values. Here also repetition possible, age also repetition possible, salary also repetition possible, sir. Then in that case, what we have to do? Very simple. In that case, first let us add one new column. How to add a new column is df of, I'm going to add the new column called as serial number. I'm adding the new column called as serial number. And I'm going to give the right side the values. What is the values I'm going to give is np dot arrange of, okay, 1 to 7. 1 to 7 means automatically 1 to 6. And I'm going to print the df. So automatically a new column was added called as serial number. Here there is no possibility of repetition now. Sir, what is this logic, sir? I didn't understand. Very simple. In the dictionary, how to add a new value? In the dictionary, how to add a new value? df of new key name, right side value. So this is one only. df of new column name and right side value. Point is clear, everyone. Even in the series also, 1D series, how to add a new value, guys? How to add a new value in the 1D series? df dot lock, and you are going to write the index number, new index number, and right side you are going to write that one. New one means it will fill, existing one means it will replace. Is the point is clear, everyone? Understood or not? Clear, guys? Yeah. Is there any like rank concept in the pandas like in the database? We'll discuss that in the further. How to change the sequence while adding the new order, like serial number should come in the first column. Yes. Now see here. First, I'm going to show you how to add a single column. Okay. This is how to add. Make a note of this one. What is this? Add a single column. How to add a single column. This is the one. Done. After adding the single column, this is by using the np.arrange. Instead of using the np.arrange, how to add my own values? Add a new column with own values. How to add with a new own values? How to add a new column with the own values? For example, I want to add here some column name. What are the column name is there? Course name. The column name is called as course name. How to add the new column name? Course name. This is the column name, guys. Okay. Sir, column name, why you are using underscore here? So in the variable name, what are the variable column name is there? Na? Column name syntax is equal to variable name syntax. Column name syntax is equal to variable name syntax. I'm using the same syntax. Instead of using here space, I'm using the underscore. Sir, we can't use the space. Huh? Yes, we can use the space, but in the future, you are going to get some kind of problems. So better to use instead of this one. What are the variable name syntax is there? Na? Use the same thing for the column name syntax. Sir, can we use or not? Can we use, miss? We can use. Absolutely not a problem. You can use. That is not a problem. Absolutely you can use. Here I have used the dot na. This is also not as per the variable syntax, right? I have used it na. Here also you can use space. Anything as per your choice. Now I'm going to write here. You want to fill everything with the single value or you want to fill with the different values? I want to add a new column with the single value. Everything filled with the single value. I'll show you both of them. How to add a new column with the single value is I'm going to add the new column like this with a single column. That is your course name is Gen AI. I have added a new column like this and I'm printing. See, everything was added with the Gen AI. Okay. I want to add the new column name with different values, my own values. I want to add a new column. This is adding a new column with the sequential numbers. Add a new column. This syntax, what are the syntax is there? Just give me a minute. Sorry, I have missed it somewhere. Add a single column with sequence of numbers. With sequence of numbers. With the some sequence of numbers, you are adding a new column. Add a single column with the sequence of numbers. Adding with the sequence, a new column with the single value, single fixed value. With some fixed value, you are going to add a new column like this. Or you can add a new column with the, okay, with your own values. How to add with the own values. So whenever we want to add with the new own values, we have to add like this. df of, I'm going to select here some name. Okay, let us give some name called as, let's take an example, trainer name. Okay, now first record, who is the trainer of the first record, or whether the student is online or offline. Whoever the student is there now, whether he is online or offline. Now first one, the first student belongs to online. Student 1 is online. Student 2 is online. Student 3, like that for every record, because you have to fill for every record now. Here how many records are there? Every record. Sir, here 6 records are there, 6 values we are entering. For 10,000 records is there, means what we have to do, sir? 10,000 values you have to enter. For example, phone number is there. Phone number for 10,000 people are there, and phone number is missing. You want to add the phone number. Are you going to give for every student one phone number only? No, na. You have to collect each student separately the phone number, and you have to enter, obviously. In the Excel sheet also, you'll do the same thing only, right? In the Excel sheet or in the paper, wherever you write, obviously we have to write that for every one student, one phone number only, na? Is there any other option? So obviously, even for 10,000 or 1 lakh also, same logic we have to apply. Whenever we are adding or we are introducing the new data, we have to fill manually. Is the points are clear? Next, offline. This student is offline. Next student is offline. And the next student is online. And the next student is again online. So like this, I'm going to add the data and I'm going to create the new column. So a new column was created. A new column with the sequential order of numbers, a new column with the fixed values, a new column with the your own values. Like this, you are going to add the new columns. Next, after adding the new columns, now next question is, I want to modify the order of the columns. How to change? Change the order of the columns. How to change the order of the columns? Now, to change the order of the columns, which one you want in the starting? Sir, I want the serial number in the starting, followed by name, followed by age of the student, followed by course, followed by online. Means I want only the serial number in the first position. df.ilog. Okay, all the rows. Keep all the rows as it is. Now columns. What is the column you want? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which column you want in the first position? Third column. Followed by 0 column. Followed by 1. Followed by 2. Followed by 4. Followed by 5. This is the order. In whichever the order you are interested, write that order. Either index numbers you write or index names you write. I mean column names. If you are interested to write the column names, means go with the log. Whichever the way you are interested, write that one. Now automatically this is the order. Whichever the order you are interested, write in that order. You want only to display or you want to store? if you want to store means left side, write df is equal to, then automatically right side part will be executed and it will be stored in the left side like this. Is the point is clear? Now like this you can change the order of the columns. Sir, again the question is like this. Now in this question, okay, one more question. What is the question is, for example, clear? Some of the students, yes. Now, so like extracting the different columns or rows without pattern. Exactly. Right? Extracting the columns only, not rows. Here no question of rows, only columns only. Changing the order of the columns. Now, next question is, sir, here only 6 columns are there, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have written like that and automatically third one, you're okay. For example, my data set consists of 100 columns. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 99 I have to write. Or should I bring that one to here? All these things, it is going to be a problem, no sir. Then what I have to do means, in that case, very simple, you can take the df.info. There is a function called as info. In this info, it will tell you the sequence, the index number. This time it will show the index number of the each column name. Here you can find even 100 columns are there also. Every index number you can see here. You know it to write manually. You know it to count 0, 1, 2, 3 manually like that. Point is clear? df.info will give you the index numbers. Here the index numbers will be visible. Index numbers will be visible. Okay. Next, sir, df.columns. Dot columns will give you the column names. What are the list of column names are there? All the column names it will give you. And so if you want to convert to list, to list, it will be converted to list. So if you want to get the column names, so write this one in order to get all column names. What are the column names are there? To get all the column names. Okay, to get all the column names, we are going to use the df.columns. To list means it will convert to list. Otherwise, it will give the output as series. So if you want to convert the series to list, already I told you series or 1D array to list simply by using the to list. To list means it will be converted to list. So to get all the column names, we are going to use this one. To change the order of the columns, we are going to use this one. To add the column, we have seen. Everyone is clear? Now, sir, I want to add the row. How to add the row next? You have shown us how to add the column. Now I want to add the row. To add the row, now here I'm going to take the df.log of a new row name. What is a new row name is G. That is a row name. I'm using the row name. In that row name, I'm going to give the values. What is the values? First one is 7. Second one is student name. I'm going to give the student name is called as Prasad. Followed by age of the student, some 28. Followed by salary, 40,000. Next, course name, Gen AI. Comma. Followed by online or offline or online. Something like this. Automatically, it will be created a new column called as G. A new row G was added here. Is the point is clear, everyone? How to add a new row? Yes or no? How to add a new row is clear? Sir, how to add the multiple rows, sir? One line, one row. Separately you have to add. First, if you are interested to add a new name with the G, you give the name. What are the name you are giving? It will get that name here. Sir, for example, I'm having the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. here names are not there. ABCD letters are not there. Instead of ABCD letters, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. Then in that case, what I have to do means, in that case also you can add here 7. What are the next number is there? Write that one. Point is clear? If you are having the ABCD, go with the ABCD. If you are having with the numbers, means go with the numbers. Now, for example, I want to add the next one. What I have to add here? For example, here 0, 1, 2, 3 is there, miss. What I have to add here, miss? 8. What are the name? Create with the new name. One new name. Is the point is clear, guys? So how to add a single row? How to add the multiple rows? How to add a single column? How to add the multiple? Sir, how to add multiple columns, sir? Same way. One line for one column, 2 lines for 2 columns, 3 lines for 3 columns. Separately. In a single line of code, you cannot add the multiple columns at a time. Point is clear? Everyone. Now, can we add in between? Absolutely, you can add in between also. Here, for example, you are having the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, you are having 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this is there. Now, if you are writing here, I want the new one by using the log of 3. If you write like this, what happens, you know? It will replace because this is already available. When it is available, it will replace. When it is not available, it will fill. Available means replace, not available means it is going to fill. Now, if you want to add, sir, but I want to add the new one. Like, for example, I want to add the new person name. Some person name is Bobby. That person I want to add exactly after the Krishna. What I have to do? First add the Bobby in the bottom. Then you go with the, with respect to the number, serial number you change. I already told you how to extract the different order. You can change the order of the rows. You can change the order of the columns as per your choice. Whichever the order you are interested. Is the point is clear, everyone? But my question is, sir, total 1000 records are there, sir. 1000. In that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that up to 1000 is there, sir. But exactly my requirement is I want to add here in the 10th position. But you told just now to add in the bottom. Again, you modify the order of that. If I do the order of that means so much things will take, no, sir. Then it will be difficult, no, sir. Then very simple. Very, very, very simple. What is that? First, here from 1 to 3. For example, I want to add the new value in the 4th position. First, you separate 1 to 3. You know how to separate the 1 to 3? 1 to 3 records. How to get 1 to 3 records, you know, right? Separate them. Similarly, you separate the 4, 5, 6, 7. This is two different. This is DF1. This is DF2. Separate them. How to separate? How to separate them? So here I'm going to use the df dot ilog 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. So this was separated. Whichever the records are there from 1 to 3, they are separated. Now 1, 2, 3, 0 to 3, na? So 0 to 3. So these 3. Now these 3 I'm going to store in the df1, a separate one. Separated. Now df1 consists of from here to here, right? This is your df1. From here to here, I'm going to separate. This is called as df2. 2 data frames. That data frame separated, this data frame separated. Now for this 3 records data frame, I'm going to add the 4th record. Here I'm going to add the new one. For which one I'm adding? For the df1. Now df1 consists of how many records? Already 3 records are there. I'm adding the 4th one here. Now it is consisting of 4. Now this is also 4. Later I'm going to combine again into 1. Point is clear? Understood? So how to combine means that is called as concat, which we are going to discuss in the further. This is also one of the way to add in between. Okay? Everyone is clear, guys? Now, coming to how to delete the single row. Now let us discuss how to remove the single row. So to remove the single row, I'm going to use the df.drop index is equal to a. Index is equal to single row na. So single row a. So a was removed. What are the a row is there? It was removed. Or you can use a comma axis is equal to 0. If you don't write axis is equal to 0, a can be row name, a can be column name. Which one it has to consider? Column name or row name? Because both the sides names are there now. Which name? So it has to understand the name means clearly we have to write axis is equal to 0. Axis is equal to 0 means row name. So row name A will be deleted. Either of these. So out of these two, which is the best option means this is the best option. Because index means obviously it is row only. So this is the best option. Sir, I want to delete the column, sir. Then df.drop column is equal to row means index is equal to column means columns is equal to. While creating the pd.data frame, we have created, right? In that we have written the index and columns. So if you want to delete the row name means index, column name means columns. So here, how to delete the single row means like this. How to delete the multiple rows? df.drop index is equal to bde. So which of the row name is B, which of the name is D, which of the name is E, that will be dropped. BDE. Or you can write the axis is equal to 0. Choice is yours. Which are the way you are interested, choose that. Your choice. Is the point is clear? Next, sir, I want to drop the columns. For dropping the columns, what we have to use? Columns is equal to or axis is equal to 1. So here, what is the columns? So here I'm asking to drop the column I. Is there any column I is there here? There is no column I. That is the reason it is throwing the error. So I'm going to drop the column name called as name. I'm dropping the name column. See, name column was dropped. Point is clear? If you want to drop, again, write in the notes here. To drop. To drop. To drop a single row. To drop a single row. What is the syntax means? df.drop index is equal to what the row name is there? Write the row name. Single row name. This is best option. Okay. To drop the multiple rows. In order to drop the multiple rows, if you want to drop the multiple rows, you have to write the list of row names. List of row names. What are the list of is there? List of row names. And to drop a single column, to drop a single column. What are instead of this one? If you want to drop a single column, you are going to write here column name. To drop the multiple columns, if you want to drop the multiple columns, you are going to write the column names. Here you have to use the columns. Columns is equal to. Columns is equal to. That's it, guys. Completed. Singular, multiple. Clear? Everyone understood? Anyone has any questions to drop? So now to drop the multiple columns, for example, I'm interested to drop the multiple columns. What are the multiple columns I'm interested to drop means the first column name is called as name of the person, name, comma. This is the first one, comma. Sir, first above already you have dropped the name now. If I print here DF, sir, again name is available, sir. Above we have dropped, sir. Here it is dropping, but here it is available, sir. Miss, because here just it is printing. After dropping the name, it is just printing. It is not saving. You have to save, miss. Left side you have to write the DF is equal to. Left side you have to write the DF is equal to. Then first right side part will be executed. After the right side part, what are the output is there? That output will be here. For example, if you write x is equal to 10, x plus 20, if this is your Jupyter notebook cell, what is the output of the cell? Output of the cell is 30. Now x value is 30, yeah? X value is 30 or not? Sir, just now I have added with the 20s. No, sir. Added with the 20, but after adding, where you have saved? Just it is printing. Why it is printing? Because it is in the last line. Unless you save it, it is not going to print. Sir, but when we are adding the new column, na? When we are adding the new column or when we are trying to replace, for these both of them, it will save automatically in the original. For that separately, you need to write the left side variable name. Because if you observe cleanly, tell me guys, are you using, for example, now tell me, according to you, tell me now. I want this one, everyone. Okay. If you give me this answer clearly, miss, automatically you'll understand more clearly. This is my DF. Okay. This is my DF. Now I'm looking. Okay. Now once I'm looking here. Okay. This is my DF, guys. In the DF, I want to add a new column name, trainer name SRK. What I have to do? A new column name trainer. Name of the column name is trainer. Internal values are SRK. What I have to write? DF of trainer. This is the column name is equal to SRK. Are you using equal to symbol or not? Equal to symbol means what is the meaning? Assigning. Automatically it will save. That is the reason it is going into the original data frame automatically. Point is clear? Now, tell me how to replace this 75,000 with the 90,000. I want to replace this 75,000 with 95. Tell me what I have to do. Tell me what I have to do. What is the code? df.log, using the log D, row name is D, column name is salary, is equal to 95. Again, you are using equal to symbol, na? Automatically it will be saved. Now in the df.drop, are you using the equal to symbol? No. For which one equal to symbol is there, it will save. Because equal to symbol is only meaning is assignment na. It has to assign na. Is the point is clear? So that is the reason when you are trying to add or when you are trying to replace, it will do automatically in the original because of equal to symbol is available. The reason behind that is equal to symbol is available. In this function having no equal to symbol, we have to write the symbol separately like this. Here we are not using the function now. In this function is there? Any function is available here? Function is not there. Here function is there. Sir, in the np.append, we have used the numpy now. np.append. Tell me it is a function. It is a, what is this? Function now. Now in this equal to symbol is there? No. That is the reason we have to use the left side equal to. np dot delete. It is a function. It is a what this function. So function consists of equal to symbol. No, left side we have to write. In the array replacement, automatically we are going to write like this. Equal to symbol is there now. Wherever the code consists of equal to, it will assign automatically. Point is clear? Functions will not assign directly like that. Points are clear, everyone. Understood? Functions means exactly method. Perfect. Akhtar, you are correct. Method. So that methods, whatever the methods we are using now, methods will not assign automatically. Now it is clear. What is the reason? Now here, after dropping the name column also, after dropping also still why it is available means because I have not saved that one. Just I'm asking to print only. After dropping, print me. Balance print me. See that too. For example, here I'm writing a is equal to 10. Now why this is also not even printed? I asked to print now. Where is that print? Only the last line of the cell will be printed. Not every line will be printed. Now here in this, this is the last line. No. Which is last line? This is the last line. Now, if I ask A, now this will be printed and this also will be printed. Both will be printed? No, only A will be printed. Last line of the code only will be printed without using the print. Remaining everything you want to print means, in any line you want to print means, you have to use the print function compulsory. Only the last line of the Jupyter Notebook cell, what are the cell, every cell last line will be printed automatically if it is not assigning. Sir, for example, above, it is why it is not printing, sir? It is assigning now. Either assign or print. Out of these two, one will happen. For the last line. Last line of the code, either that one will happen or this will happen. Is the points are clear? Now, I want to drop the name column and age column. Both of them. I'm dropping. Both the columns are dropped. Points are clear, guys? Sir, but my problem is we are not required to commit the changes. Yes, Leela, everything you are comparing with the database, right? So here, unless you click on the how you are going to write the commit within the database, similarly here also left side you are going to write the variable name. Whenever you write the left side variable name, then only it is equal to in your words, it is called as commit. Okay. Now, sir, after now one more student has asked the question. Okay, sir, I will do something, but I want to undo my changes. What I have to do? That is the question. Now tell me, guys. Forget about the pandas. X is equal to 20. X is equal to x plus 10. Now what is x value? 30. Now I want back 20 only. What I have to do? I want 20 back. What I have to do? Not pandas now. It is basic first class variable concept we are discussing. I want back my 20. What I have to do now? Again, I have to re-execute this one. Without executing this one, I have to re-execute one more time this one. Simple. Undo option is there. Control Z option is there. No. Not only in the pandas, in the entire Python it is not there, right? In the Python only it is not there. Point is clear. Obviously, we have to reassign. Everyone is clear, guys? Understood? Now, let's move on to the next further. Replacement and everything. Everyone are clear? Now, let's go into the further of pandas. The next concept of advanced pandas. Up to here, everyone is clear? Anyone has any questions? If you have any questions, please ask. Adding, removing, replacing, and extracting. Creating. And yesterday I have told you in the NumPy, open your yesterday's in the NumPy, what is the serial order we have discussed. Please cross check every order we have completed or not. Now finally we are going to work with the next level, do we have pattern concept? What pattern concept? I mean, name based, like. Again, you are comparing with the database, like operator. All these things will come. Leela, wait for another few minutes. Another few sessions. You have to wait. Pandas was not completed. By end of the pandas, you'll understand everything. Whatever the limit is there in the database, what are the condition is there, where condition is there in the database, like operator, between operator, like that, whatever is there in the database, everything is available in the pandas. After learning the pandas, if any of you are interested, after completing the pandas, when it will be completed means by tomorrow it will be completed. Tomorrow everything will be completed other than data cleaning. Okay, data cleaning will not be completed, but including the data cleaning, data transformations, entire pandas has to be completed, sir. Whatever is there means by next week, everything will be completed. Next weekend. Okay, next weekend. By the time, entire pandas will be only completed. Okay. Now, at the time, whenever the pandas completes, after that, any of the student in this class wants to learn SQL means, wants to learn any SQL. After the completing of the pandas, if anyone wants to learn SQL, just SQL for you, it will take only 1 day. And after showing how to connect the database in the pandas, once I show you that one, in your entire lifetime, you'll never open the database only. You will never learn the SQL only in your entire lifetime. You will never learn. Why means? Because whatever we can do in the database, everything we can do in the Python by using the pandas. Right? You'll understand in the further, guys. It is too early to discuss now. Automatically, you'll understand. Of course, we are not going to include the SQL. Example purpose, I'm saying. Okay, as Leela is asking the question and he's comparing with the database, that is the reason. Right? Done. Now coming to the operations. Now within the operations, mathematical operations are there, logical operations are there, comparison operations are there, and combining the data frames are also is there. What are the operations we have discussed in 1D and 2D? Tell me. First operation, arithmetic operations. Second operation, comparison operations. Third one, mathematical operations like log operation, exponential, something like this. Next, apart from that, what additional we have discussed in the 1D? In the 2D, we have discussed the how to combine. In 1D, we have discussed mathematical, arithmetic, all these things. In the 2D, we have discussed this one. Along with the how to sort the data, how to copy the data, everything. Now here, I'm having the DF. Now I want to create a shallow copy of this one, a separate copy. How to create a separate copy means dot copy into a new one. Now this is different, that is different. If you don't write shallow copy, now what happens? That is dot copy. If you don't write, by default it is deep copy. Now if you do in one of them, automatically second one will be impacted. Obviously we have to use the dot copy. Dot copy means shallow, means two separate objects. Now whatever you have done on the words, so generally what we will do means, once we load the first data, the initial raw data, the first raw data will store in the DF. Our initial data will store here. That we call it as raw. What is meant by raw? Raw means whatever the data was given to you, it is called as raw. In that later, whatever you are going to do the cleaning or something, whatever you do, it is called as processed data. Raw data, processed data. Is the point is clear? Only two data are there. That processed data only, we will do the everything. ML, AI, whatever we want, we'll apply. Not on the raw data. Original data consists of so many worst things. Missing values will be there. Wrong data will be there. In the name, for example, name of the person will be 85,000 also will be there. Variety data will be there. Worst to worst data. In the reality, too much of worst data will get. Data cleaning only one of the major tasks in the reality and most important stage. Points are clear, guys? Now, so we are going to discuss the operations. Now, what is the operations here is first one. I'm going to start the operations like this. This is already my data frame now. Everyone are having my data frame. This is my DF. So first one is starting with this DF dot head. Head means first 5 records it is going to give. Head means first records. By default, internally it is going to take the number 5. If I don't give us, it will take 5. So first 5 records will be displayed for us. First 5. So now in the operations, what I'm going to say now, every operation is a function only. Every operation is functions. So what are the different pandas functions are available? Literally, I'm going to explain for you the various pandas functions and their importance. Pandas functions means automatically pandas methods. Pandas methods. What are the different pandas methods are available? In that, the first one is head. Head means first records. For example, I want first 2 records only. 2. You write in the bracket 2. Then it will give the 2 records. If you write 1, first 1 record. If you write 10, first 10 records. Like that, whatever you write, first records. Okay. For Leela Krishna only, not for others. Only for Leela Krishna, it is equal to limit in the database, which we call it as limit. Right? So here we are having the 2 records or 3 records or 4 records. If you don't write any number, it is first 5 records. By default 5. Similarly, we are having the tail. Tail. So tail means last 5 records. For example, you want the last 2, you write 2. Last records. This is first records. This is last records. Tail function will give the last records. Okay, everyone, first records, last records. Next, after this one, we are having the next one is called as df dot shape. What is meant by shape means it is going to give the total number of rows, comma, total number of columns. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rows. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Comma 6. So 7 comma 6. It is going to give the shape like this. 7 comma 6. Sir, I want only the number of rows. I don't want the columns. I want only the number of rows. Number of rows. I want only the number of rows. To get the number of rows, we are going to use the df dot shape in the bracket 0. From here to here, tuple na. In the tuple, how to get the first number? Index number is 0 only, na? So just it is going to give the 0. Sir, I want the number of columns. How to get the number of columns means this is indicating number of rows. This is indicating number of columns. How to get the second number? Index number is 1. Simple. This gives the number of columns. Number of rows, number of columns. Shape gives the total number of rows, comma, columns. Point is clear, everyone? Next, I want the column names. What are the column names? Already I told you how to get the column names. df dot columns will give the column names. All the column names it is going to give. So in this column names, to list means it is going to give the list of column names. Okay. Now in this list of column names, if any column name I want to rename the column name. If you want to rename the column name, what are the column name is there? You want to rename. Then you have to write df dot rename. Rename. Inside that, dictionary. In the dictionary, old one should be the old column name. Key. What are the keys then? The key should be the old column. Value should be the new column. For example, I want to change the here course name. Some course name is there. This course name, I want to rename to the new name called as course underscore name. This is the new name. That is the old name. This is the new name. Which one? Columns are index names are. Which one you are changing? Column names you are changing. So you have to write the columns is equal to. Index names you have to change means index is equal to. Columns is equal to. Sir, this is how to rename the one column name. But I want to rename the multiple columns. Comma. Like that you take the how many you want. For example, old column name is serial number. This is old column name. Now the new column name is SNO. That's it. Dot should not be there. I want to create like this. See, it is going to create in this way. Colon. Can you see here? SNO and course name. You want to save it means df is equal to. Save means df. Otherwise it will only print. Every function just it will print. It will not save. Unless you write in the left side variable name. Is the point is clear? Everyone. Sir, now I want to rename the index. This is D na. This D I want to give the different name. What is the D different name I want to give means some kind of H. The name of this one I want to change to H. So how to rename that one? So I'm going to rename index is equal to index. Old name. What is the old name? D. What is the new name? H. I want to give the H. Like this. And automatically it will be replaced with the H. Is the point is clear? To rename the column names, to rename the index names. Rename index names. Index names means you know na, row names. Rename the column names. If you want to rename column name or names. In the dictionary, if you give only one means one, two means two, four means four. Like that, how many you want? That many. Everyone is clear? Able to write? Or should I be slow? Slightly. Done? So let us continue from here in the tomorrow's class with the remaining methods which are available. From here we'll continue. I'm not going to recap, guys. Just from here we'll continue. Slightly slow would be better. Sure. And for students who already know the SQL, only the students who already know the SQL, guys, only for you special. What is the special I'm going to tell you, miss? I have done SQL versus pandas. In the SQL, what is the query we have to write? In the pandas, how we have to write this one? There is one separate session is there for SQL versus pandas. And this is available in the YouTube. If you are interested, you can go through that. And after going through this, whoever knows SQL, na, observe. You will feel very easy. In the pandas is more easy than SQL. Dead easy. Not normal easy also. Very, very, very easy. It is available in the YouTube. And in the YouTube. Okay, within the YouTube. That is an Naresh IT. In the Naresh IT only. In the Naresh IT YouTube channel only. Or you can simply type in the YouTube SQL versus pandas by Shivram Krishna, my name. Automatically you'll get that recording. If you are interested, you can go through. Interested means go through. Otherwise not required. Right? Yes. Next, I can see one of the question. Yeah, Morley, it is already very, very slow because you already know the Python. You are feeling very slow means you already know the Python. Before to this. No. First time you are listening, but still you are feeling very slow, na? Done. Okay. Share, Vijay Sagar. Do the data cleaning is done for GenAI also? No. Data cleaning is done for the GenAI, not in this way. Data cleaning of GenAI is text cleaning. That is different. We are going to discuss NLP, and after the NLP we'll do. But cleaning is common. But text cleaning we call it as. This, what are the data cleaning we are doing on the something like this na? Here it is only for structured data, for ML. For ML. Right? Yeah, Prasad. Done. Right? Yeah, I can understand. Some students are feeling slow. Some students are asking still to go slow. Okay, I can understand. Yeah, what are we have completed till now in the pandas? Just I'm going to share you the notes right now. Open your drive, that is Python for AI and ML. Inside this, you'll find the pandas notes. Just give me a minute. By tomorrow, we'll complete the something. Then I'll share you the task. And I'll give you the time for completing the task for 1 or 2 days. You can do the coolly remaining things. Done. Okay. Thank you guys. We'll continue in the tomorrow's class. Thank you all. Raj, please create questions. You have to create the questions. Raj, are you there? First, Raj, are you available? Yes or no? Yeah, you are there now. So please try to, for one concept, you only try to create one question for that and you write the answer. First create the question and then write the answer. Give a try today like this. Just give a try. Morley, by February first week, the course will be completed as committed to you. And after February 7th onwards, you can start applying for the companies. Done? Anyways, now November, December, January, there'll be no intake generally. The intake will be out of 100, one person will get the intake. So by that time intake starts in the month of February, na, you will be ready. There is more opportunity will be there for you. Yes. Right? Done.